Good morning, Andre. My name is Patrick O'Dwyer. I'm studying a Masters in IT and Architecture, Engineering and Construction in UCC in Cork. This is just a presentation to illustrate my project proposal for the Applied Knowledge Management course. This is just a brief illustration of the project, which will be discussed in further detail as the presentation goes on. The first screenshot here you see is of Google Docs, which is a screenshot of a Google Docs site that I actually set up as part of a computer mediated communications project. I set it up for an Irish construction company which I have experience with, PJ Hegarty and Sons. I'll discuss that in more detail as the presentation goes on. The second project here, or the second picture here, is of Adobe Connect Pro, which will be used so that employees can sit in on problem solving conferences or meetings if they cannot attend site meetings, as they might be in another location around the country which they will not be able to reach the site in time. And both these cloud computing techniques will be used to share knowledge and extract knowledge so that efficient problem solving may be put in place in construction sites. As I said, Andre, project description was illustrated in the previous slide, is to implement applied knowledge management in a top Irish construction company through cloud computing techniques such as Google Docs and Adobe Connect Pro. You incorporate the use of a lessons learned database into Google Docs, into which knowledge can be shared and efficient problem solving can be put into practice. So a lessons learned database will be set up in Google Docs, and employees can share knowledge on certain areas of expertise in lessons learned database, and that can be accessed by other employees who wish to further develop their skills. It will also include other problem solving that occurred on sites in previous years. If a problem occurred on site, it will be documented what the problem was, and the solution will also be documented and uploaded onto Google Docs where people can view it and maybe related to the problem that has occurred on site. Because what people have to remember as well is that a problem may have already occurred, a similar problem may have already occurred on another site, but people may not be aware of that, and they need to search the lessons learned database in order to see if the solution to the problem already exists. If a problem occurs on a site and they need expertise on a certain area, well then a memo will be sent out via Google Docs where project managers on other sites will see that memo, and they will be asked to find people with expertise in the area that the problem exists, so that those people can share their expertise with other employees on site, or so that they can help the design team reach a cost-effective solution to the problem, which will save time and money. This is a further in-depth look at Google Docs and what part it will play in this project. Basically, the lessons learned database will be comprised on Google Docs for all projects, which all employees will be able to access in order to share knowledge, develop their skills further, and participate in problem solving. The Google Docs site was set up as part of the CMC module. Google Docs will basically contain project folders for each site, which will contain project schedules, presentations, documents, spreadsheets, and CAD drawings or Revit drawings. Now, the lessons learned database will be a separate folder to all these, but in that folder, each project will have its own separate folder, and all the problems that occurred on the sites will be there, and all the problem solving that was put into action will also be there for other employees to view and relate back to the problem that may have occurred on the site in question. If employees cannot attend the site meeting to discuss the solution to the problem, they will be able to join the conference or the meeting via Adobe Connect Pro. The conferences and problem solving will be shared on Adobe Connect Pro. If employees are in other parts of the country and will not be able to reach the site in time, well, then they will be able to discuss the problem on Adobe Connect Pro once they're given a specific time when the meeting is going to begin, instead of having to travel a few hours for a meeting that may only last a half an hour. These are the stages of knowledge management, Andre, and they're my understanding of the stages. I hope I haven't got these wrong, but if I have got them wrong, you can certainly email me and tell me that I have got them wrong. Externalization would be tacit to explicit knowledge, which you make the knowledge that is required to solve the problem available to those who desire it through internalization or intermediation. So if the problem is actually on the lessons learned database, or if there are people working within the construction company that have expertise in that area, well, then you make the people on the design team on the site aware that there is knowledge there. Internalization would then be the process of extracting the knowledge from the person who has expertise in the area, or it would also be the process of reading through a document on the lessons learned database and extracting information from that. If a document is 24 or 25 pages long, it may not be the entire document that is relevant to the problem solving. 10 or 11 pages may only describe and solve the problem. So the people who need the solution to the problem need to identify that, and they need to extract the relevant information and not waste time studying other information. Intermediation will link the people who need to investigate the problem with people who possess knowledge in this area. So again, if a design team on, for example, site A is looking to solve a problem, they will be put in contact with the relevant information or the people who have expertise in this area, and they will just start to discuss the problem, and they will come up with a cost-effective solution if a cost-effective solution doesn't already exist on the lessons learned database, which will be contained in Google Docs. And finally, cognition, which is the ultimate goal of knowledge management. The ultimate goal being you put the knowledge acquired into effective use and you come up with a cost-effective solution rather than trying to present a viable solution which will cost both time and money. You would refer to the lessons learned database, which might contain the problem solving, or you would actually talk to the person who has experience in that area and discuss the problem solving with them, which would save both time and money. And that's my presentation, Andre. I hope I didn't bore you too much. I tried to make it as interesting as possible. If you have any problems, you can contact me through email. If this presentation isn't what you're looking for, you can contact me again. I will upload the email onto the Moodle where you can just view it for yourself, and I will upload this video onto YouTube so you can listen to it. Okay, bye.